Hi, this is Lynn Carahally, pediatric speech language pathologist, and I'm going to be demonstrating some basic features of your iPad. Your iPad does not come with an instruction manual, so there's certain features that I want to demonstrate for you that are great features that you may not be aware of or that you may accidentally stumble across just by chance. So let's go ahead and get started. The first part I want to show you is where to find apps. You're going to go ahead and go into the App Store. This is that blue icon with the A in the middle of it. You'll also see that there's a red oval here with a number. That indicates how many apps that you have to update. So let's go ahead and tap on that. And I do have some apps that I need to update. And I'll be prompted to update my apps. So I can just click on this update all and it'll update all of my apps. I'm not going to go ahead and do that now because it does take some time. But when you see that, that just indicates that there's the apps that you have already purchased that are on your iPad, that they have some updates, whether they be additional content or if they're fixing certain bugs within the application itself. Those updates are free. You have already paid for the app. Or the app was free to begin with, and those updates are free. So when you want to go ahead and purchase or search for an app, what you're going to do is just put your search query in here in the search bar, and that's how you find apps. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of there. One of the things that I want to show you is how to create folders. So I have a ton of apps on my iPad, and I have to put them into certain folders. So I have an AAC folder, I have an articulation folder, I have basic concepts, and you can create these folders and label them however you want. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So I have some apps here that I have not put into folders yet. I just recently had a baby, so I've been downloading some baby apps. So let's go ahead and make a folder for that. So what I want to do is I want to tap on the app, and what this will do is you'll see how those apps are kind of wobbling now, and there's a black circle with an X. If you want to delete that app off of your iPad, you could go ahead and tap on that X. Now, if you accidentally tap on that X and you didn't want to delete it, there'll be a prompt that says, are you sure you want to delete this? If your child accidentally deletes something, you can always reload that. You don't have to pay for it again. You just have to sync it to your computer in your iTunes account, and it'll put it back on your iPad. So that's just an FYI. All right, so let's go ahead and create a folder. So I'm going to take my finger and put it on the app that I want to create a folder with, and I'm going to put it on a like app. So anything that I want in that folder, this is a diaper changing app, and I want to put it together with a feeding app. Okay, so now I'm prompted to go ahead and create a title for this folder. So I'm just going to call this baby. Okay, and that that is what makes this now a folder. And I just pinch to kind of close that out. And let's say I want to put another app now into that folder. Here's another baby app that I've been using. And I just hold it and then I drop. Now let's say I want to move this folder to where my other folders are, because I like to stay organized. Then I just hold that folder down and I can move it to where my other folders are. Okay, now to just kind of get out of this and to make them stop wobbling, just press this button over here. Okay, so let's go back, and I have some other apps that I have not put in my folders yet. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So once you've created a folder and then you're downloading apps, you can go ahead and place them into folders. So I have my Sonoflex app here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my AAC folder, as well as Expressive, which is another AAC app. Put that there. Bubble blowing app, that's a really fun one for oral motor. Okay, so I'm going to put that into my oral motor category here. So that's how you can sort and organize your apps. Now if I wanted to go ahead and open a folder, and open an app, then I can just tap on that folder, and then I can go ahead and tap on what app that I want to go ahead and begin with. Of course, I pick one that's oriented upside down.
Welcome back to Question Builder.
Okay, so that's how I open up an app within my folder. To close out the folder, you just pinch this, and that's it. And if you wanted to move one out of a folder, you can do that as well. Hold in to press it, and then you can move it wherever you want, to a different page, for example. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you is if you double click on this button, down on the bottom here, it will show you all the apps that you currently have open. Okay, so for example, let's say I'm going to open an app. Okay, and let's say I'm not going to go through this app, but let's say that I'm playing this app and I'm done with it, and now I want to close it out. Just by pressing this button doesn't close the app. The app is still open and running in the background. So when I double click on this, you can see it's still open down here. And this is really important because if you're experiencing any type of freezes or if you're in certain apps and they happen to be crashing, it's usually not a problem with the app itself. It's likely because you have too many apps open and running at the same time. Just like your computer, if your internet all of a sudden closes, or if you're in Word and it shuts down, it's likely because you have too many things running at one time. So down here, when you double click on that, these are all the apps that you currently have running. So if you're running too many, you could experience some problems. So this is how you close those apps then. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my finger on an app and hold it, and then they'll start to wobble, and I'll see this red circle with a negative sign in it. That is how you close it out. It will not delete the app. You just tap on that red circle, and that's how it closes out the app. Okay, so again, you may have too many apps running at one time, and you need to close those out. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now, sometimes you want these apps to be running in the background. For example, when I'm in a therapy session with a child and we're working, but then I want to go back and forth between an app that I consider a working app and an app that is a reward or just for fun, I want to have that option to go back and forth and not have to fish around for it. So let's say I'm going to open up one of my working apps that I would be doing in a therapy session, or if you're a parent working at home with your child.
What is the last sound you hear in the word hunt?
Okay, so if you're doing something that's a working app like this.
What is the last sound you hear in the word fin?
Okay, so you want to go ahead and give the child a little bit of a break. You want to reward them. Okay, let's do 5 more, and then you can play a game, or however you're structuring your session. What you do to go back and forth is double tap that button. That'll bring up your running apps in the background, and then you can pick an app for a quick reward. So this laser lights one is one that I like to do as a quick, 30 seconds, just eye candy for fun. So we can do something fun and quick. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to do 5 more, and then we get to pick a different game. So you can use this to kind of keep the child motivated while you're doing something that's more working or more therapy that may not be game-like or perceived as a game. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, and that really concludes the demonstration. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoy your iPad and all the tools that come with it.